Hi everyone, this is Micah with iArtistStone, and I wanted to share with you some of the tickets that I've been making. Part of the ticket strip challenge giveaway is if you send me your tickets and you also send a self-addressed stamped envelope, I will send you back one of my own ticket strips and then a ticket from some of the other entries. So I'm just, any excuse for me to make a ticket is good for me. So I wanted to show you some of them. Some of them I've already showed you. I think the bird on the music notes is one of them. If not, I'll just do a quick little, nothing spectacular. I did emboss this with the Distress powder, so it makes it feel like sandpaper, which is really neat. Okay, so there's one. I'm almost positive I've already showed you these. This is my Cameo, and what I did is I sprinkled some clear embossing powder, the heavy, and so it almost looks like wet, like raindrops on there. So that was really neat. And then I think you've already seen the teapots. Those were fun. I don't know if you've seen these. These are my When the Rooster Crows. I just got a rooster stamp set from Joann's when I went to North Carolina for like less than $1. And so I stamped the rooster in pumice stone distress ink, which is a wonderful ink for background stamps. And then I watercolored the rooster, but I watercolored it to the point where you can't tell that it was a stamp. It just looks like watercolor. And then I stamped it with the When the Rooster Crows. So there was that one. I think last video I had only gotten as far as stamping this corner, and it is a stamp about that big, and I just used one side. And so I decided to put the butterfly in there, and I put some glitter in the butterfly, and then I did the glossy accents. So there's that one. But I love butterflies, so I did my black series. I need white ink. Right now I'm using the gold and the silver, and sometimes they don't, they don't set real well. This gold is Martha Stewart. I'm trying different different inks to see which one I like the best. And then the silver right here is the corner of my color box stamp, and it's got the gold, the brown, and the silver. And I put some glossy accents over the little silver butterfly, so you can tell. And there's nothing on the backs of these, but you can see in the light, you can see where I painted over the Admit one. More butterflies on the black strips. This gold is this is the brown out of the color box, and it shows up pretty good. But then I put a picket fence behind here, behind the butterfly, with pink. I'm going to get the ink real quick. Find it. Well, I don't know what I did with it now. It probably knew that I was going to talk bad about it, so it went hiding. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have no idea what I did with the... Oh, it's way over here. Duh. Okay, this is the pink that I used, American Crafts brand, and it's in blush. Now it shows up very well, almost like a white, but this stuff never dries. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do with it, it just never dries. So I have tried heat setting it. If I try to put anything over it, it smears it. It's just a disaster. So I put the picket fence in there, and it didn't work, so I just wiped it off. And you can still see the lighter color smear in there. Anyway, so I stamped colored a butterfly and glued it on right over where the picket fence was. So all in all, I actually think they came out really well. They just didn't come out like I wanted them to. And then the backs. Let me see here. This is just leftover paper flowers that I punched out and ended up not using, so I just put red in the center. It doesn't match, it doesn't anything, they're just literally thrown together with what I've got. And having done that, I think they came out pretty good. So, there's those. Then I have my Eiffel Towers. and it is in the blue distress. I think it's Broken China, which is Victorian Velvet and Broken China. Yes, those are my absolute favorite distress inks. I just black embossed my Eiffel Tower, put a bling on there. The background stamp is like a postcard stamp, and then I've got half a clock over here. And then these are several different stamps. I use my pumice stone background to do the bottom of a bird cage, which you can't really tell now that I did the bird. The flowers are separate. I've got a little music strip down the side with the music note on the top, and everything's got glitter glue on it. I'm still thinking about putting glossy accents over the bird itself. I don't know. So these are just a collage ticket, but there's one. And then the backs. Here's another black one that I did, and I embossed some script with pewter, so it looks silver, but it came out really nice. And then these I just fussy cut out of, I don't even remember what it was off of. And then I just glued those on. So these were really simple. There's nothing hard about these particular tickets. And then on the back I stamped that clock, which is also the same clock that's on the Eiffel Tower, which is this stamp right here. And I don't remember the stamp pack that it came with. And then I just wrote the, yesterday's date, or is that today? I can't remember. It was around midnight, so it could have been either one. I think today's the 29th. Let me look. Yes, so it was after midnight when I made these last night. Pretty simple. And then here are these. I usually don't put any kind of 3D element very often on there, and this was my first one. I actually made these before I made the flowers and the other ones. This was my first 3D. These little paper butterfly punches came from Gloria, which is Crafty Cake 7. So I dug into my bag and I pulled those out and put them on here. I had the banner stamp, and then I watercolored it and glittered it, and in the banner stamp also came this little flag that says hello. So I stamped it and cut it out. And these were fun. This is way not my style. I like these, but I don't generally do bright and cheery. If I don't have a direction to go, I tend to go more grunge. And these are a new stamp set that I got. Don't ask me the name. I'm not good to remember who makes what. If you really want to know, you can leave me a comment. I'll look it up and then I'll get back to you. Anyway, I did get them at Michael's, and I got them for 40% off. And she's just really elegant. So I put silver in her headpiece, and then the back of her dress, and some gold jelly roll pin in that jacket of hers. And then the back. It's a new stamp I got too. So those are pretty. And here's my other 50s woman. The only issues that I had with these, because these are my absolute favorite, is that I use the pumice stone distress ink to stamp the lady in the background, but I forgot that I needed to cover, and so her hand goes through this lady's face. So, I mean, you can't tell real bad, but it's there. And then I just used my Jelly Roll red to do her lips and the top of her hat, and then I put glossy accents on them both. So there's those. Those are very pretty. And then this is a new stamp that I just got from my sister last night. I thought that was really pretty too. So there's one. And then last but not least is my absolute favorite. It is my rose that I watercolored, and then I just glossy accent just the leaves, not the rose itself, see? And then I have no intentions of doing anything else with it. I use the Victorian Velvet Distress ink, so it's real pretty pink in the back. So those are some of my creations here lately. And I plan on making more stamps or more tickets today using all of these wonderful stamps that my sister gave me. And as soon as that video will upload, because it takes forever, you'll see the rack that I got last night, which was fantastic. And all of this came in it. So I've been slowly using some here and there. Those are the tickets that I've made. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them for me. I have been extremely busy here lately, so if I don't respond right away, I'm not ignoring you. I just am trying to find the time. But until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.